Listen, I have one thing to say.
What is up, OG gang? Hope y'all doing okay. It's your girl Theodora, and today I'm going to be making these really cute shorts for, I guess, summer wear. I mean, since summer's already over, then what's the point? But anywho, we're still going to do it. So first off, I started by making my own pattern piece. I got this pattern from the internet because I did not know how to make my own pattern, and so I just wanted to try it out instead of having to trace my own shorts. And so next, I cut out my pattern piece and I laid them on my fabric. And the fabric here is very translucent, so you can see directly through it, and I don't want that. So after I cut it out, I said I need a lining piece. And so I took another material that would cover, the inside of the shorts. And I used the same pattern piece that I have, and I cut out the exact same shape, giving myself a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Typically when you sew, you have to mark your darts in. As you can see, I didn't mark any of my darts because for these shorts, I wanted them to be able to put in and get in and out of easily without having a zipper. And it would look very nice with a zipper, but I just wanted these to be adjustable so that if I'm feeling, a little little bloated when you say, I could just adjust the strap so it won't feel so tight on me. After cutting all the pieces from both fabrics, the front and back pieces, I am putting them with their corresponding parts and placing the right sides together. So this part gets a little confusing. So what I did is I sewed my pieces facing right sides together, and along the waistline, the side, and the bottom seam, I sewed it down with the raw edges facing out. And I flipped it inside out, and I pressed it down so it has that crisp, smooth, straight edge. And so that's why it looks like that. So the raw edges are kind of inside the shorts. They look really clean, and I kind of like the way they turned out. So now I'm going to pin the little U shape that I made here, and I'm going to do that for the front and back, and they turned out just like this. So after I put the two pieces together, I realized that the crotch was a little too short to fit me. So what I did is I made myself a crotch piece. Honestly, looking back, this part was completely unnecessary because all I could have done is I could have extended the crotch by another 2 inches using my fabric. But I just thought I'd be a little creative and artsy and do something, I guess, and make my own crotch piece. In the end, it worked out, but it could have been avoided, and I could have been able to finish my project without having to go through the stress of creating another piece. So after I made the piece, I cut out the fabric using the translucent and the lining, and I sewed it together, and I left myself 1 inch on one side to fold it inside out, and then I pressed it down like so. So after I pressed this down, I went on with my shorts and my crotch piece, and I tried to maneuver in a way that it would fit with the pattern, I guess. So I placed it down to see how it looked, and I pinned it down, and I pinned it down both sides, the front and the back, and I sewed it down right after. So after pinning them down, I sewed them together along the seams. So after sewing down the side seams, I just wanted to try on the shorts to see how they looked, and I loved the way they turned out. So for me to be able to have adjustable straps, I'm going to need to create a tube that goes all the way around the shorts. So what I did is I folded the waist of the shorts inside to create like a little tube. The next, all I have to do is create a straight stitch that goes around the bottom of the tube, leaving that little gap for the drawstrings to go through. After I've done that, I would just move on to the drawstrings and just feed it right through the tube. So what I did for the straps is I took the extra fabric from the lining and I created a long strip that was the length of my waist plus, I believe, 10 inches. And it was the width of 2.5 inches. So I folded it in half, I sewed it along the side seam, and I folded it inside out. You could use an elastic. I'd suggest that you use the drawstring, but if you'd like to use an elastic, you can just sew it down while stretching it so it gathers up, and then sew it down again. So this is the turnout, and I hope you guys really love it.